Why should we take on spiritual practices at this moment in time or at any moment in time? Well, one of the main reasons to take on spiritual practice is that living is not easy. It is amazing to be alive. It's a tremendous gift to have this life, and living is challenging. And living is especially challenging during this time. There is so much going on in this country and in this world that can knock us down and get us stuck in despair, or can rile us up and make us crazed with fury. And while those are reasonable responses to what's going on, they're not helpful responses to living well. And spiritual practice can ground us, balance us, and show us the derech, show us the path to kind of mindful and healthy living. So what is a spiritual practice? Let's keep it really simple. Spiritual practice is paying attention and calling ourselves present to the moment. Sometimes we think of a spiritual practice or a meditative practice and we have to sit for 45 minutes. That's not what I'm talking about, but it's a wonderful thing to do. This is easier. We could do it anywhere. Pay attention to what we are doing. Like right now, my practice is when I take my dog for a walk in the morning, I walk in the woods. And my practice is to pay attention to the walk. Now there's times when I lose my practice and my mind just starts spinning and I'm thinking about what I didn't do and what I should do and the email I didn't send and the people I need to call, and I miss the entire walk. I've walked for 45 minutes, I didn't see a thing. Now the practice, when I can come back to the practice, is that when I notice my mind is churning, I have to send this email, I didn't return this phone call, I bring myself back to the moment and I'm walking on the path and I start naming what I see. Rock, tree, bird, sky, and it just quiets my mind and brings myself back. And then for me, what I also do is I add to this practice, I go down to the river and I ask for help. Who am I asking for help? I am asking for help from the universe. Help me see clearly, help me act wisely, help me be of service. And then I bow and give thanks. And that's my practice. And each of us can find a practice that's true and easy. The other thing is, the practice should be something that we love. If you love to swim, make swimming your practice. Yoga, bike riding, listening to music, cooking, gardening, whatever we do, that can be our practice if we pay attention to doing it. When we're gardening, to pay attention to the gardening, to feel the soil, to see the plants, to feel the air. That's the practice. When we're cooking, to pay attention to chopping the carrots, to chopping the onions, to feeling the sensations. That is the practice. The beauty of a practice is that it changes us, it changes our brain, and it changes the way we interact with the universe. The neurological science says it takes 12 seconds to change the brain. We all have 12 seconds. 12 seconds to change the brain, and this is the practice, a 12-second practice. We gaze at something beautiful for 12 seconds. We feel it in our body. We feel that sensation. And what it does, it changes the pathways in the brain and creates a sense of calm and well-being. Spiritual practices guide us in connecting to ourselves and to others. It's the simple practice of paying attention to whatever we're doing. And when we pay attention, and we find ourselves in the present, it grounds us and it holds us and it helps us see clearly so we can act wisely. We do the practice for ourselves and we do the practice for each other so that hopefully we're more able to act with love and compassion and also meet well whatever it is we encounter. May it be so.